Poptropica Creators, stop focusing on the original Poptropica. Focus your attention on updating and adding content to Poptropica Worlds. Like the last time Poptropica Worlds has gotten an update was like 6 or 7 months ago. And the last time the original Poptropica got an update, it was pretty recently. Like, if you're going to keep updating the original Poptropica and not update Poptropica Worlds, let me tell you something. What was the point of making Poptropica Worlds? All that time hyping Poptropica Worlds with sneak peeks, all the theories and speculations that we as the Poptropica community have came up with, and certainly having a lot of damage done to the original Poptropica within April 2016 to March 2017, as that was one of the worst times in Poptropica history due to the lack of updates, possibly due to being focused on making Poptropica Worlds. And even though some people were hating on Poptropica Worlds, I find that it was okay, as I saw that Poptropica Worlds had a lot of potential of being a great game. It just needed more updates. But as of right now, it seems like the Poptropica creators aren't so focused on Poptropica Worlds as they should be, which is why I'm making this video. In this video, I'm going to be explaining all my thoughts and reasons regarding why updating Poptropica Worlds more is a better idea, and why there is no point of updating the original Poptropica anymore. On April 25th, 2016, the Poptropica creators gave us some pretty big news. News that would change the course of Poptropica forever. This news was announcing new Poptropica. They did not really give too much information on what this new Poptropica actually is. The most they gave was that Poptropicans can now wear shoes. The rest were stuff like new stories and a better social experience. They also said that new Poptropica would be releasing sometime in 2016. Now, this new Poptropica, as we now know it, is Poptropica Worlds. But let's get back on track, shall we? The Poptropica community went bombarding with questions on what new Poptropica is and what's going to happen to the original Poptropica. Some of the most asked questions were, is original Poptropica going to go away when new Poptropica comes out? And when the release date of new Poptropica is. We also got very few sneak peeks about new Poptropica, and I counted about 3 sneak peeks throughout 2016. The big wave for new Poptropica, which is the time between April 2016 to March 2017, had Poptropicans in the Poptropica community feeling mixed. Many Poptropicans were feeling excited and scared at the same time. We barely had an idea of what new Poptropica was going to contain. In this stage of the big wave for new Poptropica, Poptropicans had a wide variety of what they thought new Poptropica was going to be like. And it's especially big news when a sneak peek, albeit a small one, comes out. When sneak peeks of new Poptropica came out, it's likely Poptropicans learn a bit of what the new Poptropica is going to contain. And also sometimes the Poptropica creators answer some questions on Twitter, but they are still mostly discreet about new Poptropica. Now let's recap of what I said so far. Only about 3 sneak peeks, barely any questions of new Poptropica being answered, and of course, lots of worries coming from the Poptropica community. Well, I mean, it was not all that bad. The original Poptropica still received some updates to accommodate for the long wait time for new Poptropica. And heck, just look at this post by Tall Cactus. Now, remember when I said that the Poptropica creators said that new Poptropica will be releasing this year, or in other words, 2016? Well, around November to December, I remember Poptropicans were thinking that new Poptropica will for sure be releasing as a Christmas present at that point. Well, They were wrong. In fact, New Poptropica did not release in 2016. New Poptropica had been delayed. It really looks like the Poptropica creators were struggling to make New Poptropica, likely due to the fact that New Poptropica is building utility, and I guess the Poptropica creators were so used to programming in Flash. But soon after 11 days of knowing that New Poptropica is delayed, we got some big news. The Poptropica creators announced Poptropica Worlds. Now, instead of calling it New Poptropica, the Poptropica community now called it Poptropica Worlds. The Poptropica Worlds sneak peek revealed quite a bit of things. Stuff as examples of what the new design of the Poptropicans actually were, old islands remastered, and etc. Even though New Poptropica was delayed, this sneak peek certainly made the Poptropica community forgive the Poptropica creators for not releasing New Poptropica in 2016. Now, sneak peek after sneak peek, as Poptropica Worlds was getting closer and closer to releasing, it finally happened. In May 23, 2017, Poptropica Worlds was finally released. After an entire year of waiting, Poptropica Worlds, aka New Poptropica, was finally out. Man, what a day this was for Poptropica and the community. A new era for Poptropica was born, and I was excited as heck for this. I thought of Poptropica Worlds as like a restart for Poptropica. After all the mistakes that happened in the original Poptropica, I felt like this time, the Poptropica creators were going to do it right with Poptropica Worlds. They are going to listen to the Poptrop community and add amazing content to Poptropica Worlds. And not only that, but my dream of the Poptropica community becoming more popular again, with new Poptropica community members joining, would become a reality. The Poptropica community would flourish with new Poptropica blogs, YouTube channels, etc. Poptropica Worlds would set the paradise of the Poptropica gaming experience, with the game and the community actually being close to a fun overload like it promised. And sure, Poptropica Worlds at its release did not have as much as content as many hoped, including myself. I knew for a fact that in a matter of time, Poptropica Worlds would go from just being fun to the fun overload. And since Poptropica Worlds was new, there was not going to be a lot of YouTube videos about Poptropica Worlds. And since Poptropica Worlds is going to be the future of Poptropica and the game that's going to be played for many years to come, I wanted to make all my latest videos about Poptropica Worlds, trying to come up with the new video ideas for the little content that Poptropica Worlds had. When people search for Poptropica Worlds on YouTube, I wanted there to be a good amount of content about Poptropica Worlds on YouTube. And I wanted videos that were not just walkthroughs, but stuff other than walkthroughs. And it looked like the Poptropica creators wanted the same thing as I, as they were making a bunch of top 5 videos between the months of September to November 2017. You see, here's another reason why I like the release of Poptropica Worlds. Poptropica Worlds was not only going to be a restart for Poptropica itself, but a restart for Poptropica and YouTube. You see, one of my goals for my YouTube channel was to get a video of mine ranked at the top when you typed Poptropica in the search bar. I have tried doing this, but I've only been able to get rank 50 on search, mainly because of Think Noodle's videos hogging all the spots for Poptropica. But when it came to Poptropica Worlds, there was not a lot of Think Noodle's videos about Poptropica Worlds. Heck, there was not too many videos about Poptropica Worlds in general compared to the original. So getting my videos ranked up for Poptropica Worlds would be much easier. So when Poptropica Worlds came out and I switched my content to cater to mainly towards Poptropica Worlds, I saw it as an opportunity to become the highest ranked Poptropica YouTuber, except for Poptropica Worlds. Not only did I think Poptropica Worlds was going to be the improvement that Poptropica needed, but the improvement that the Poptropica YouTube side needed certainly. Let me explain. I was telling you how I wanted my videos to be the highest ranking when you typed Poptropica in the search bar, and that I saw Poptropica Worlds as a way to get my videos to high ranking. Well, in my opinion, me being the highest ranked YouTuber for Poptropica Worlds is an improvement over Think Noodles being the highest ranked YouTuber for Poptropica. Why? Well, the reason is because Think Noodles is not truly a Poptropica YouTube channel. He makes videos on other games, and when he does make Poptropica videos, it's just island walkthroughs, the most common type of Poptropica YouTube video, which is already common enough. For me, SuperTalkCam, I make Poptropica videos that are not walkthroughs and videos that I wished more people were making instead of only just island guides. Videos like top 10s, funny videos, tips and tricks were the kinds of videos that I was wanting to see more of for Poptropica YouTube videos. Not only that, but I am more committed to Poptropica than Think Noodles will ever be. I am a person who truly cares about Poptropica, and Think Noodles, well, he cares about Poptropica as well, just not as much as I do. And I was pretty sure that I was going to eventually be the top YouTuber for Poptropica Worlds. Being the top YouTuber will mean that the videos that are going to be ranked for the highest for Poptropica Worlds will be diverse and ranging from many different types of videos. And for the original Poptropica, the highest ranking videos will just be walkthroughs. Now I have pretty much explained everything about new Poptropica and the painfully long wait for it. I have also explained my hopes for Poptropica Worlds and all my reasons for being excited for Poptropica Worlds. Now, let me go to the date of September the 9th. Why? Well, the reason is because the Poptropica Creators, well, updated the original Poptropica. Well, they technically updated the Poptropica app only, but still. They updated the original Poptropica when Poptropica Worlds existed. Now, the reason why this kind of confused me in a way is because I thought the original Poptropica was not going to be updated anymore, and that the original Poptropica was just going to be sitting there aside Poptropica Worlds until 2020 when it becomes unplayable. But no, for some reason the Poptropica Creators just did that. It was so unnecessary to add that dragon follower when you maybe could have, I don't know, added the dragon follower to Poptropica Worlds as the first pet maybe? What was the point of adding that dragon follower to Poptropica Worlds when it's going to be irrelevant soon? Well, I only thought that this was just going to be one weird thing that the Poptropica Creators did, but no. A month later, they added the original they updated the original Poptropica again by changing the store to fit a more Halloween theme. This again kind of confused me, but it was only just a discount. Then, a month later, the original Poptropica got updated again. Now, after 3 updates with the original Poptropica, I now came to the fact that the original Poptropica is going to be updated side by side with Poptropica Worlds. No longer did I think that the original Poptropica is only there so Poptropicans could enjoy it for the last 3 years before it goes away. The original Poptropica to the Poptropica Creators is still alive, and they still plan on doing updates to it. So, I want to jump to April 2018 because I saw something that's very, very interesting. Something that kind of solves quite a bit. So, on the Poptropica help blog, there was a post titled Costume Comeback, comebacks and flashy questions. In it, we get news on a new shop update in the original Poptropica, but we also get something very interesting that the Poptropica Creators said on Twitter. The Poptropica Creators said that they are working on making Poptropica stay after Flash dies, meaning that they probably are switching the original Poptropica to a new medium. This is news. Big news. What this reveals is that the Poptropica creators are not updating the original Poptropica because working on Poptropica Worlds takes a while and original Poptropica doesn't. It's most likely means that the Poptropica creators are refocusing their attention back on the original Poptropica. But I have a problem with that. Poptropica Worlds was pretty much made because of the fact that Flash is discontinuing in 2020, meaning Poptropica will be gone. But I have one thing I want to know. Every 2 months, usually that's when an update comes to Poptropica Worlds. But the last update that happened was in February. And in April, I was thinking that an update of Poptropica Worlds was going to come in any day now. But then April passed and there was no update to Poptropica Worlds whatsoever. I was pretty worried, but then I thought that the reason why Poptropica Worlds did not receive an update was because of this. In February 2018, we got news that many Poptropica creators were leaving Poptropica. This was sad news as even Mitch, who has been with Poptropica for 10 years, was leaving as well. Then a couple of months later, also on the costume comebacks and flashy questions post, Skinny Moon announces that most of the people she knew working as the creator of Poptropica were gone. Which means that on February 18th, a lot more Poptropica creators left than I thought before. And since so many left on February, the month of the last update we got in Poptropica Worlds, I was thinking that Poptropica Worlds, due to it being on Unity, was going to be at hold, and the original Poptropica is going to be updated until the Poptropica creators can get back to programming in Unity. But I could be wrong here. Going into a couple more months towards August, and on the Poptropica help blog chat in the Glitchers channel, this glitcher named IDK had a theory that Poptropica Worlds is not going to be updated anymore and that it was abandoned. I kind of thought that it was a little far-fetched considering that I knew that it was just a lack of Unity programmers in the Poptropica Creators team that stopped the updates from Poptropica Worlds. But IDK said that he looked into the Poptropica Worlds files and he could not find anything hinting a possible update. But in the original Poptropica files, he found many things that hinted updates. After that, I went to the Poptropica Creators Instagram and I commented on one of their posts telling them about the theory that Poptropica Worlds is abandoned and everything that supports it. The Poptropica Creators replied and said that it was a myth. That was good news to me, but then I replied back asking them when's the next update coming to Poptropica Worlds, what's going to be in the next update, and why there has been no new updates to Poptropica Worlds. The Poptropica creators unfortunately did not reply. So here's the thing I've been thinking of lately. The Poptropica creators replied when I said that people are thinking that Poptropica Worlds is abandoned. But when I tried to get them to tell me proof that they're still working on it, they don't reply. Honestly, at that point, that was when I started to believe that the Poptropica creators actually abandoned Poptropica Worlds. All the signs were pointing to Poptropica Worlds being abandoned. From not giving any hints of a new update of Poptropica Worlds to trying to keep the original Poptropica alive, there's barely anything that can be said that Poptropica Worlds is not abandoned. There's really only two reasons on how Poptropica Worlds could not be abandoned, and that is the lack of Unity workers and that the Poptropica creators might have been telling the truth, that Poptropica Worlds is actually not abandoned. But considering the evidence that Poptropica Worlds is abandoned, it's now safe to say that Poptropica Worlds has been abandoned by the Poptropica creators, and the creators intend to focus their attention back on the original Poptropica. And here comes the reason why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because I want to list everything on why I think Poptropica Worlds was a right idea, and I also wanted to show this to people because, believe it or not, but many people think that it's a good thing that the original Poptropica is being focused on again, and that Poptropica Worlds is actually abandoned. Number 1, the amount of time used up with Poptropica Worlds. Poptropica Worlds in general took up a large amount of time and resources to make. I have said everything on the big wave for new Poptropica and how crazy that was. And also the Poptropica creators surely must have been hard at work with Poptropica Worlds. Know for a fact that development for Poptropica Worlds must have taken longer than just 1 year and a couple of months. Remember that before the Poptropica creators announced new Poptropica in April 2016, they must have been having the idea of new Poptropica in their minds for a pretty long time. I'll estimate that the Poptropica creators started work on Poptropica Worlds around the middle of 2015 because I asked Skinny Moon a couple of years back asking why Poptropica Worlds was made. She said that Poptropica Worlds was made because Flash is not going to be supported and Poptropica ran on Flash. That's also when there were a pretty decent amount of articles saying Flash is dead, which is why I predicted the middle of 2015. And then there's the amount of time when Poptropica Worlds was released, from May 2017 to February 2018, February 2018 being the date when the Poptropica creators certainly abandoned Poptropica Worlds. So from the middle of 2015 to February 2017, that equals about 1 year and a half worth of Poptropica history wasted if the Poptropica creators abandoned Poptropica Worlds. Now, can you just imagine if Poptropica Worlds never exists? If Poptropica Worlds was never created? How do you think the original Poptropica would be today? How much content would have the original Poptropica had? A lot. But all that time was used on making Poptropica Worlds. Why not just finish what you've started, Poptropica creators? Poptropica Worlds must have took a lot of effort to create, and all you're doing is wasting it. Poptropica Worlds can go far if done correctly. Number 2, the potential and change of Poptropica Worlds. What I think about on what the Poptropica creators are doing is this. The Poptropica creators are digging their own grave. The original Poptropica at this point is almost never going to become popular again. It had its good fame back in 2010, and that fame has been steadily declining over the years. And then, if that's not enough, the fame got even worse in the span of new Poptropica being made. And now in original Poptropica so low in popularity, but yet the Poptropica creators still think that they can make a good living out of damaged original Poptropica. Like I said before, I listed many reasons why I was excited for Poptropica Worlds and how it was going to change my direction for my YouTube channel. And just remember that everything I had mentioned there is just thrown away due to the abandoning of Poptropica Worlds. Not only that, but all of the hopes that the Poptropica creators had for Poptropica Worlds as well. While researching information for this video, I found many things that say the creators are seeing Poptropica Worlds as the next big step in Poptropica history. It really hurts looking at those considering Poptropica Worlds now. And I agree with the Poptropica creators before. Poptropica Creators was, from what I could tell from the creators, supposed to be a game that was supposed to be jam-packed with new and amazing content. And from the little content that we got from Poptropica Worlds, I can see that being true. Like, I could see houses having so many decorations, to the costume stores having a ton of costumes. Hell, I can see amazing ways how the Poptropica creators could have implemented multiplayer features to the game. Like maybe adding a feature you can invite your friends into your house or something like that. But no, none of that's going to happen, all because of the Poptropica Worlds being abandoned. But I mean, sure, can't they just add those amazing features to the original Poptropica? Well, yes, they pretty much can, but knowing the Poptropica creators in the position they are in right now, I doubt these features are coming to the original Poptropica. But there's another reason why I think Poptropica Worlds was the right idea, and why I was sad to see Poptropica Worlds possibly being abandoned. One, that was not said in this video at all, but yet it's one of the best reasons why I support Poptropica Worlds. One that gives Poptropica Worlds the higher chance of actually reviving Poptropica to its former glory in 2010. One that you may not even expected. Number 3, available on multiple devices. Unlike the original Poptropica, Poptropica Worlds is available on computer and mobile, which is amazing. And not because you can play Poptropica Worlds anywhere and have seamless gameplay. No, it's actually just because Poptropica Worlds is now available on mobile. And I know what you're thinking, but the original Poptropica is also available on mobile. Well, the thing is, the original Poptropica on computer and the original Poptropica on mobile are not the same game. Poptropica Worlds is literally the same server for computer and mobile, so that's that. Anyways, the reason why Poptropica Worlds is being available on mobile is so great is because the mobile gaming industry is incredibly popular. Like, so much more popular than PC gaming and console gaming. Since Poptropica is originally PC gaming, with Poptropica Worlds, it's a jackpot of being PC and mobile gaming. So many other games like Roblox and Minecraft have mobile versions of themselves, which is a very smart move because of the large audience of mobile gaming. And now Poptropica Worlds joined that trend of being on multiple devices. With all the information, I just knew that Poptropica Worlds was going to be a hit. Mobile gaming is very popular with kids, and since Poptropica Worlds is a game catered towards kids, Poptropica Worlds had a very good chance of achieving higher levels of popularity than the original Poptropica in 2010 because of it being a mobile game. But now, with the original Poptropica, if the Poptropica creators don't listen to me and continue to work on the original Poptropica, I fear that Poptropica's chance of achieving popularity again would be so low to the point of it impossible to get popular again. But however, Poptropica Worlds is Poptropica's last hope. There is no way how original Poptropica will ever obtain that popularity, but with Poptropica Worlds, I do believe that someday Poptropica will be the game that I have always wanted to be from the day the community started dying. Thank you.